Doesn't that always
Not
sound, the
Glick.
end? Doesn't that
Not
sound
Glick.
like Wayne's World? Sorry.
Yep, it does. It does. It
Hi,
does.
everybody, and welcome to Hump Day. It
Hump
is
day.
Wednesday. It is
I
Wednesday.
wanted
It is
to
what the
I
fuck
wanted to
news.
show off the thumbnail that you made.
I know. I'm super proud of it. I'm standing on
Yeah.
a 3D printer. I got some smoke behind you because it's you.
Smoky.
Smoke weed every day.
Well,
We
I
got it
mean,
on here.
behind us, but nobody can see all of it. And I know
I
you put some
know.
into it, but yeah.
It took 5 minutes, buddy. Relax.
Fair.
Fair. I've had so much fun playing with Canva over the past couple of days, especially with the new AI tools that we're using. I'm kind of super happy and proud of myself with all the
awesome.
toys I'm playing.
Speaking of today and apropos of nothing, I was driving and I overheard a story about
Good word.
some new dinosaur they discovered. Of course, not living, but it's you know how Tyrannosaurus Rex have like short, tiny legs or arms.
Yeah, like me.
But this dinosaur has like tiny legs, so it's got to drag it. So it had to drag itself around. You know what they named it?
What?
My assosaur.
God damn it, you got me. That's like, have you heard about the lesbian dinosaur, the Lick-a-lot-of-puss? You fucking got me. You did.
Man.
Anyways. But yeah, everybody follow us at bio.link. You're an asshole, dude. bio.link/nonsensical network, where you can find all our shows, all our social media, and say hi. Don't forget, in that same bio link, you got the what is the color blue all of a sudden? It looks weird. Nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com. I don't like the blue, dude. It's driving me crazy. I don't know
what happened to it. I didn't
do it, and somebody did, and I gotta fix it, and I don't remember how.
I'm calling you on it. I'll fucking deal with it while you're doing that.
I know how to do it. I just don't remember. I don't care. It's just not the blue. The yellow, orange, those are fine. The blue, that's better. The blue freaks me out. I don't know why.
You got a blue phobia?
Blue's screen of death.
Do you lay down and have nightmares about Blue's Clues and Smurfs?
Smurfs freak me out, dude, because they only had one chick. And that was a lot of dudes for one chick. I'm just saying. But
she was created magically by Gargamel.
Yeah, she wasn't even legit. So,
she was fake.
Yeah, she was fake news. So, anyways, but it is what the fuck news. Basically, we're going to tell some stories and some news articles that's going on this week, and I got a good one for you, buddy. I gotta settle with you. I know you like facts, so I have a fact for you to start out. We're men, we're guys. We do blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. You like boobs, right?
I do. I am a boob guy. I will. I will like pass boobs. Up a nice set of knockers.
The nickname for boobs is tits. Do you know where tits comes from? This is a true thing.
I do not.
Tits is a German word for the sound of a baby sucking on boobies.
Interesting. Apparently, I don't know how
I found that out today.
I mean that makes sense.
The more you know.
That does make sense. Yes.
I saw that today and I was like, you know what? And then
that sounds like a tit.
Turns out it's real. I was like, you know what?
So tits a adverb for a sound. Gotcha. Yeah. Or adjective for a sound. Adverb. Well,
I thought you had it right the first time. let's be honest. Bookwig, bye to me.
That's I do find etymology of words quite interesting. Some of the words we use nowadays has pretty interesting, especially the slang
origins. Yeah,
origins. Thank you, especially slang words.
Yeah, I find that. I saw that and I was like, you know what? That's cute. I like that.
I appreciate that.
Much like I like this. So, So in other news, a Wisconsin father of 3.
Mm-hmm.
You and I briefly discussed this. Briefly, as in you were like, I heard that. You're a divorce guy.
Yeah, Benji, I'm sure it was not a waste of time. I'm sure nothing came out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but you're a divorce guy. You're a divorce guy.
I am.
Do you believe the divorce was worth it, like price wise and all that fun stuff?
When I looking back now, yeah.
Okay. Well, this guy thought different, so he faked his death. He went on a kayaking trip and then died, and he has been spotted in Europe with the woman he ran away with that he met online.
What state was this?
Wisconsin.
Kayaking. Oh, okay.
Shout out
like,
to Wisconsin.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that before the divorce. Like, can I fake my death somehow?
You know what? It's
but the rational side of me prevailed.
It's one of those things. It's like, I mean, he's in Eastern Europe, but I don't think extradition is kind of a really thing for that, would it be?
It's a crime. It's fraud. I mean, yeah.
Well, he didn't.
I mean, if he's in a country that extradites to America, yeah, I'm sure.
Which there's a lot that aren't, especially.
I mean, is there kids involved? Is there like
3 of them? He's a father of 3. Father of 3.
I'm sure they'll try to extradite him.
They'll try. But Eastern Europe is hard.
I mean, I guess if it's cost effective,
Yeah, I agree. I think it comes down to it.
Yeah, or just have an open warrant for him if he ever, comes back to the States is probably
right.
What they'll.
Well, there's that one guy. There was a guy back in the.
I'm speculating.
I think it was the 50s. He robbed a train. It was one of the last train robberies in American history, major train robberies. And him and his crew got away with, I don't remember what it was, but it was millions upon millions of dollars. And they went to France and joined the French Foreign Legion, which is where I heard this story. And then when you join the French Foreign Legion, you become a French citizen. The U.S. cannot get them to come back because they're French citizens now. So they got to keep the money. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Win-win, I guess. I mean, this is back in the 50s, though.
Yeah.
In the 50s, it's not like you could track them on the internet and somebody would know by the time they get there. Nowadays, you can't walk down the street without getting caught on some camera. I have a excellent story for you here. I saw this story and I laughed so hard. So you've heard of Buddhist monks,
Yes, I'm aware of Buddhist monks.
In somewhere in Asia, this streamer, she did kind of like telethon style streaming, where she sold handmade wooden furniture.
Okay.
And she's a very pretty girl, blah blah blah, and she got a donation. Well, she got an order of $300,000 US dollars. I don't know what it was in the original country, but it was the equivalent of $300,000 from one of her followers. And she said, holy shit. And then the guy DM'd her. He said, I'd love to meet you. And she's like, you know what? You spent $300,000 on all this fucking furniture. Why not? Right. So she met up with him and they kind of had ways. They went to bed. And then she came home and her husband goes, where the hell you been? She's like, well, do you remember that $300,000 we sold of furniture? And she's like, yeah. He said, well, the guy that bought it, I slept with him. He's like, you should do it again, because they found out that this guy is a world famous monk.
Oh,
he's a world famous monk of like the biggest Buddhist temple in that area.
Yeah.
That's always on TV asking for money for the temple and blah, 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 in the community. So she does it again. And they film it.
Ooh, saucy.
Then they call the monk and say, hey, We need some of that green, buddy, or else we're going to let everybody know that you're stepping out on the monkhood because you're technically not supposed to be sleeping with anyone.
Yeah, blackmailing him.
So this dude's like, I'm a monk. I don't have any money. And the husband says, buddy, you spent $300,000 on furniture. You got some money. He says, and he told him, he said, I'll tell you what, give me 200 grand US. We'll call it a day.
She's the Diddy. She's the
furniture making, right? So spread some sawdust on it, baby. Yeah. So this dude somehow comes up with the money and pays up. About a year goes by, and the husband's like, fuck, we're broke. Let's call that monk again. Hey, man, we need more. He's like, dude, I'm a monk. I don't have any money. And he says, we want $500,000. And the monk says, fine. I don't have $500,000. I'll give you $490,000. $490,000. He negotiated 10 grand off. But I want you to sign something that this will be the last of it. And they're like, all right. So it gave him 490 grand. By the time they got home, they were arrested. The monk turned them in.
Oh, good. Good.
But when the press got a hold of it, they didn't care about the couple that blackmailed the monk. They wanted to know, why did the monk, who is penniless because he's a monk, and why does he have access, and why does he have all this damn money?
Why do religions have so much money when they're supposed to practice piety? I don't know.
Exactly. I was like, that is a wild story. But it was, I laughed so hard because not only the monk paid, but then had them arrested after he paid. Now, I'm assuming they had to give back the 490, but I'd have been like, fine, I'll give you the 490. Get them. I don't know what it was. But I thought it was wild that the fact that the monk went along with it multiple times.
And how long ago did this happen?
They just got arrested 6 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it took them a little over 2 years to figure it out. Well, to blackmail them the second time.
Moral of the story: if a religious person say they ain't got money, they're lying. I'm joking.
Well, no.
Joking to a point. Joking to a point.
No, I get it to a point because it's kind of ridiculous.
I'm looking at you, Copeland.
There is a new company on the block, sir. Now, this new company, I don't remember the name of it because the guy has initials on his hat. But basically, you can actually email this company and say, hey, I want to complain about my boss. And they will show up, complain to your boss anonymously. They will curse out your boss. It varies. And they're hiring. The number one rule for new hires, have to be able to go 10 toes.
I'm down. I'm so fucking down.
Rule number 2, have to be able to stand your ground and to curse.
Oh, I'm fuck.
Number 3, you have to be able to make a scene. Those are the first 3 rules of this new job for new hires.
Oh, man.
But basically, this dude's got videos on TikTok of him showing up, and the one he's talking to this one guy, he says, so we got a complaint here from Anonymous. And he says, maybe you should get off your fat ass, change your stupid, ugly jacket, and take a shower, you fat fuck. It's hilarious.
Oh, man. Okay, who's got the money to send one to Jeff Bezos? Who's got the money to send one to Jeff Bezos? Let's just start a GoFundMe.
I sent you the clip, the story about it, but I've actually seen the guy on a couple other TikToks. I sent it to you on TikTok.
Oh, man. 6,000 in 2 years is a lot of money to go through. And
Finally.
be broke. Wait, how did that switch? Jeff would apply, but there's no pyramids involved.
Yeah. I'm sure we can figure out a downline, buddy.
Oh man, dude, I am okay. We got a show today, but
I'm so down.
I know what you meant, Benji. I know what you meant.
I'm so down to join that company because literally you walk in the office like you fucking own it and just be like, you're a piece of shit. You don't know the job. You shouldn't have this job. By anonymous. Can you sign here and give me a tip?
They have to sign it?
I don't know if they have to sign it.
Because
he does. He has a clipboard. He shows up with a clipboard. But I did find that funny. I thought that was hilarious.
I look at it as a job prospect.
Right? Well, apparently what they're trying to do is, I think they're only in one area right now, but they're trying to expand, which is why they're looking for more employees. They want to expand it to each state.
Shit, what's stopping me from just opening up my own? Anyway.
Agreed. Well,
intellectual property. I don't know.
No, you could basically call it something else. Blaze's complaint department.
Yeah.
Speaking of websites, I found that a man started a website and he has caught over 1,000 criminals. I would like you to take a guess what this website is. And no, it's not pedo searching.
Hold on. Say that again.
So a man started a website and he started it as a joke, but it has caught over 1,000 criminals. And no, it has nothing to do with sexual crimes.
Package thieves.
No, it is actually hireahitman.com. he started he just graduated IT school. So he was like, and they said, create a website, keep it up for a week or whatever. And, for your final thesis. Right. So he did that. And then, they shut it down. And then he got bored while he was getting ready to start his new job. And he created a website called, I don't know if it's actually called hireahitman.com, but it's, it actually says in the video, but,
see, now I'm curious because I might put a hit out on Big Bird. I'm just saying.
So what he did is he basically, and like in the text when you're reading it as you're hiring a hitman, there's a whole bunch of jokes in there that unless you're reading every word, you won't catch them. It's there, isn't it?
It's Rent a Hitman.
Rent a Hitman, yeah. And people were signing up and having DMs back and forth about, hey, I want to.
It's Rent a Hitman.
Yeah.
Your point and click solution. We are 100% HIPAA compliant. Hold on. I got cookies pop up. Hitman Information Privacy Protection Act of 1964. Click below for your free consultation.
So after he started getting hits, and obviously he started it as a joke, but he started getting hits, and people were willing to send him money. So he turned the list over to the police, and they caught over 1,000 people trying to hire hitmen.
I am John Body, the chatbot for Rent a Hitman. Guido's busy with family business, quote unquote. So leave a message. Capiche? I want to check out the site without being placed on a government watch list. How can I send you $5 to make that happen? Or I want a free consultation with a field operative. Additional information will be requested. Or another answer is, there's a lot of stupid people out there. Click here and wait to chat with one of them.
How genius is this?
I'm clicking that one. We just need some more information for you to proceed. Name. Okay, I'm not fucking with this. I'm not fucking with this right
you know
now.
what? It's not something you want to play with because, like I said, if you actually try to hire rent a hitman, that was my fear. I was like, you know what? Keep going, buddy, because I'd love to see that happen on the air.
Yeah, no shit.
But I those are the 4 stories I found on TikTok that turned out to be true. But I was
They
like,
turned
that's
out to be
kinda
true?
genius. Yeah, each one of these stories are true stories because there other people are telling the story, and then I looked into it, and then I was like, holy shit, these are real. I thought I had another one, but I might be wrong. Oh, the video I sent to Connor. Oh my gosh, you got to see this, buddy. I'm gonna download it. If I
Well,
can.
while you do
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and proceed about a very cheesy situation. So, authorities in London have arrested a 63-year-old man. This is from the NPR. Arrested a 63-year-old man in connection with a cheese heist of 2024, in which tens of thousands of pounds of high-value cheddar were stolen from a major distributor, Neal's Yard Dairy. Apparently, the man was taken to South London Police Station where he was questioned. So we're looking at $389,000 worth of cheese. And it was 22 metric tons, 48,500 pounds of cheddar. And so I thought it was interesting. Like I said, my news search today was shitty because all I could find was election news. I hate election news. But what happened? I can't hear you. What is going on? Hey, I like a good cheese. I don't know what he's doing. You decided to go mime right in the middle of the show? Well.
No, I was screen recording. It wouldn't let me download. I had to screen record it. And if I talk, it would pick me up. So I was like, keep going, keep going. No, that's insane. That's a lot of cheese.
That is a lot of
But
cheese.
he makes one hell of a burger.
Dude, I'm with Benji. I love cheese. I love a good cheese. There's a cheese that I find, it's got like a crocodile on the package. It's from Australia. It's like this extra dry cheddar. It is probably the best cheese on earth.
Well, I'm downloading this video as we speak. This is obviously a joke video, but I thought it was cute. I sent it to, you've heard of Bring Your Daughter to Work Day.
Uh-huh.
Well, this has to deal with that. This is a different form of Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. While it's downloading, I'm actually going to read you a story about, this is something else I mentioned to you. A Florida man dealt with porch pirates in a different way than most. And this is the story I was kind of telling you. Somebody finally put a Tesla to work. He smashed a porch pirate's getaway car with his rental Cybertruck.
He just rammed him while he was driving?
He rammed into, yeah. I actually have a picture of the Cybertruck in question that was, I guess it was his, it wasn't really a rental. I think it was his lease.
Is this like the Tesla Cybertruck? Because I know there's a couple EV trucks out there.
Yeah, it's a Tesla Cybertruck.
There's one called Rivian EV truck that actually looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
They got a new Scout too. This is the Cybertruck in question that was used. It's loading.
Oh, okay.
There it is. That's what it looks like after he dealt
that
with
guy. That motherfucker had flames painted on the side of it.
Well, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Well, wrap. I'm sorry.
There's a big difference because a wrap can be removed in about 30 seconds. But yeah, apparently what he did was he was sick and tired of people stealing his stuff off his thing, and he caught this guy. And as opposed to what I would do is go out and shoot the guy, he jumped into his Cybertruck that was a lease and ran into the guy's getaway car so that the
so he can make a citizen's arrest.
Well, the guy that was stealing his packages couldn't get away because he basically, for as much shit as
now see, now did he ran into the thief's car?
With the Cybertruck.
See, now Now he's got to be careful because he actually might get in trouble for that shit.
Yeah, because that's assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, because now, I mean, because he wasn't posing a threat to him.
According to the article,
states vary.
The guy was not in the car when he hit it.
Oh, okay.
You know, the guy had jumped out of the car to go steal a package. And the guy had just gotten home and parked the Cybertruck in his garage. And he was like, oh, hell no. And hit the gas.
Oh, okay. So he hit the getaway car without anybody in it. Okay. Well, that's
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You know what? I think the guy should
spoiled his getaway.
I think he should.
I mean, I'm not for package thieves, but unnecessary violence I'm not for either. So
yeah, I get that. But once again, I mean, there's a guy I'm watching on TikTok, and he's got this. He you know those Lime scooters?
Lime scooters?
Yeah, they're Lime. They're electric rental scooters where they're scattered all over town.
Yeah. There's different brands. Yeah.
Well, apparently,
we have something like that here. It's not called that, but yeah.
Apparently, somebody has been stealing his packages, and he caught them on the Ring camera. But the problem is, you can't see their face. But the guy was renting a Lime scooter, so the guy contacted Lime and said, "Hey, at this time, this date, what scooter was near you?"
Yeah, they're GPS tracked,
and for some reason, for legal reasons, Lime was like, we can't give you the guy's name, but we've blocked him from our service. He can no longer get our service. So I'm watching this whole thing unfold over like 4 or 5 videos. I'm waiting for the newest one, but he's slowly getting closer to tracking down the guy that stole his packages. We're talking like $4,000 worth of packages this guy stole over the course of like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, I get it. I do too. And I hope
those Lime things are because there's like Bluebird is one company that does it where I'm at, and they're all GPS tracked. And the reason why they're GPS tracked is they get left somewhere. There's a guy, I've seen this in Louisville. The company will hire some people that live nearby with a truck, and they'll go around with a GPS tracker, collecting them all up and putting them back in the stations.
Well, there's a funny thing. There's another news story about those scooters. There's a family, and I can't remember where they are. Apparently, the family is it's just a wife and couple, but they're in their 40s, maybe 50s. But apparently, they're those get off my lawn people, where it's like we don't like anybody, we don't talk to anybody. So the community has all rented Lime scooters and left them on their porch, and left them in their backyard, and in their there's 300 Lime scooters on their property in one day.
Why?
Just to be dicks.
Fucking dicks.
For no reason. But
that.
This I found this video. This is cute. We're gonna play this quick video and then we're gonna go to break after we talk about it. But it's obviously a joke. So nobody get their panties in a bunch. But this is about the take your daughter to work thing. This is the new one.
Announced that the third annual Bring Your Daughter to War Day was a great success. Over 15,000 daughters got to see firsthand what goes into fighting a war. From raiding homes in Basra to enforcing the 8 p.m. curfew in Mosul to interrogating prisoners in Tikrit.
So glad that she came out here to see what I do all the time.
There are lots of explosions and I saw a leg.
Daughters got to ride in the cockpit with dad or mom on bombing runs. And a few even saw the action inside tanks patrolling the Triangle of Death. Conceived as a way to open young women's eyes to opportunities in the armed forces, Bring Your Daughter to War Day also provides a way for girls to see their parents once a year.
It's something she'll never forget for the rest of her life, I'm sure.
She got to go and we raided a few houses. She came in behind me and got to try out the new Arab words she learned.
Shubadak.
What's that mean?
It means let me see your hands.
Yeah.
U.S. military commander.
Oh, wow. Fucking The Onion, dude. They're hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That's some funny satire for sure. I fucking love it.
The girl standing next to her dad, she'll never forget it. She's all like traumatized.
I saw explosions.
And a leg.
And a leg.
I thought that was hilarious. We're gonna take a real quick break since we're at the half-hour mark. Sorry. Let's. You know
Microphone
what?
checker.
Ooh, who's this cover by? This is covered by the Iron Cross. I like this band. The lead singer, she is actually a former Olympian from Romania, gymnast.
Ooh.
This is AC/DC's Back in Black by Iron Cross.
Back in
There it is.
Yeah.
That is
The past
Iron
30
Cross.
seconds. The past 30 seconds, I've been picking my chin up off the ground.
She's a hell of a singer, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
For not speaking English very well. She is a former Olympian. I think she had competed not last year, but the year before last in the Summer Olympics. She was a gymnast. She is only like 2 inches shorter than me. She's married to the drummer, by the way. Unfortunately for you and I. When Glick first introduced me to her, I was like, I need to download everything she's got. She's got some great covers, by the way, on Spotify. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to What the Fuck News, where we are Glickless tonight. Not sadly to say.
No,
we have
in my pants.
We have some good stories tonight. Some good. I got a different one here, buddy, but because I found another one that I forgot about on TikTok. But before we get to that, I'm going to drop this down here. Monday, Speedway Stories and Cold-Blooded Conversations and Men Caring for Men. Tuesdays is Glick's House of Music when he gets back. Wednesdays is this show, What the Fuck News. On occasion, starting on the 28th, the Jeff's Garage is coming back. Nonsense and Chill, Friday show where we are watching The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy this week. I love this movie. Then
Lazy,
Saturday,
what's up?
Nonsense Go Nonsense on Saturday, along with Cash's Corner. And on Sundays, Unnecessary Roughness, where they talk football. Yeah, what are you gonna do? So an HOA. I've never been a fan. I hate HOAs. I think they're mainly a bunch of hippies that care too much about their fucking yard. They are.
I'm not a fan of HOAs either.
Well, there is one that they are trying to sue a farmer, a third generational farmer, because first and foremost, he's third generational, which means their family's been on that land since God was a boy. And they are saying that he is bringing down their property. Number one, he's not part of the HOA because the HOA has only been there for a year and a half. You see where I'm going here? So they've trespassed on his farm multiple times, saying he has abandoned vehicles. It's a tractor, not abandoned, just not in use at the moment because
he leaves it in his work area. That's normal.
Exactly.
I live in a rural area. That's what they do.
Exactly. You leave it where you can park it because it doesn't fit in the fucking garage or barn. They're saying that his barn does not fit HOA standards.
So
he's not part of the HOA?
That's what I'm. Yeah, I don't understand what
they have sued.
Like, how do they make? Do they just make these rules up?
Well, that's the problem with some HOAs. Now, like my HOA, I have zero problem with. I can rebuild my car in front of my house on the road, and they don't care. Mainly because they're afraid of me. But
it's Mexico.
Yeah, it's Mexico. They don't care. There are HOAs out there that are just like, hey, could you cut your grass because it's a foot long? All right, yeah,
okay. Fair
but
enough.
the guys that are like, your grass is too big. It's a quarter inch taller than your. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard of some horror stories with HOA. I heard this one story where this guy had this old vintage pickup step side, and it was it wasn't really, it was patinaed. And he kept it that way because it was part of the look. It was original. And he parked it outside overnight one night, and they flipped the fuck out.
Yeah. The problem with an HOA is you hand power way too much power to a small group of people that should not be in power.
Yeah, especially when they're just, I know what you mean. It's like HOAs, some of them seem like it's a high school political party fucking.
Yeah. And it's a bunch
popularity
of
contest. It's popularity contest.
not only that, car guys get the worst of it in an HOA. Mainly because we tend to buy multiple vehicles, some of them not running.
Oil stains and
Not even oil stains. If the one guy I watch, he's a YouTuber. He's got like 6 vehicles, and they take up his entire driveway. And then his wife has an SUV. Well, there's 2 cars in the garage. Then there's 2 cars just outside the garage. Then 2 cars behind that. His wife has to park on the street. The HOA is pissed about it. So he went out and bought another vehicle to tell him to go fuck off. I'm so proud of him.
so back to the farmer story.
This HOA has, how what the HOA does is if you do a violation, according to the HOA, they fine you. So they've left fines on his door, and it's like at this point, after the year and a half that the HOA's been around, I think the land that the HOA sits on is like 5 years old. So all the houses are built and everything. But the HOA, the farmland, and I cannot say this hard enough, is not part of the HOA. They were there first. And they have left, they leave these fines. In the year and a half, it is at $15,000 worth of fines. And he said, and he literally, when they're like, "Are you going to pay your fine?" He's like, "No, I'm not part of your HOA. But you're bringing down our property price." Well, maybe you shouldn't have moved next to a farm, because they're also complaining about the smell of his pigs. Well, I'm sorry, pig shit smells. What did you expect?
I mean, you make a choice to move in next door to a farm. Don't bitch about the farm next door. The
clean country air, as we call it.
Yeah.
So they decided to sue him, and they took it to the court, and the court said, and I wish I had video of it, but apparently the judge said, and in the article, it's all capital letters, "He's not part of your HOA."
And he probably still don't listen.
Apparently they're pissed about it. So they're like starting to put, like they're gathering everybody of the HOA to pitch in to buy this guy's farm. And he told them, "All right, I want $1 billion."
That's fucked up.
Yeah. He's like, "I'm not going to sell."
That's fucked up.
I'm not going to sell.
So I know we don't talk about.
I don't.
Hold on.
These are white chicks. I'm telling you right now, they're all white chicks.
I know we don't talk about politics, but there's a reason why there's this idea of political elites or coastal elites or liberal elites that leave a bad taste in rural America's mouth, and why they vote Trump, rural America. And that right there is an example, not an overall picture. But I can see how little stuff like that creates animosity.
It puts a bad taste in your mouth.
But that is all I really wanted to say.
It's not only
it was
that.
just an interesting observation. Anyway.
An HOA can do good for the community if it's done right. Like mine, they make sure the grass is cut. They make sure the pool's clean.
Yeah, but when it comes to, "Oh no, you're hurting my bank account. Now I have to force you to pay fines or take you to court."
You're an asshole. Exactly.
You're straight up. Yeah, you made a choice. That farm was there first.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do if I was that farmer? Every Friday night, all week, any trash I had, I would put in the back of my farm and get one of those big industrial fans like Batman would have, and light that trash on fire and point that fan towards their.
Oh, dude, I would because when it comes to like growing weed, I'm all about a living soil, making your own compost and shit.
Right.
I would make the biggest compost pile right there on the edge, and just
right on the property line, right before, like 2 feet before the property line, and then industrial fans, so the smell goes away from my house.
Fuck them.
Because he's got pigs. I would move the pig area to that fence.
Oh, he's got pigs, man. Here's the thing now. If neighbors start disappearing We know where the pig farm is. I'm joking.
Hey, I'm just saying, a pig get rid of an entire human body in less than 3 hours. Don't ask me how I know. Saw the movie. But yeah, HOAs are, like I said, if ran by a reasonable person, I get it.
Mhm.
If your grass is a foot high, okay, hey dude, you need to cut this grass. We're gonna have to fine you. And it's not gonna be breaking the bank fine. It's $20.
Yeah.
But because it's a 1/4 inch taller than everybody else's, yeah, it fucking rained yesterday, dickhead. Calm down.
Yeah.
That's unreasonable.
Yeah, I think there's I think the way HOAs are from what I understand, they're not all ran the same. There's some positive ones and some negative ones. So I don't know that much about HOAs, but I do understand when like you have this institution that they think they have authority and they want to push it onto you. You know, it's this bullshit no matter where it's coming from.
When I first moved into this neighborhood, they're like, "Oh, there's an HOA," and I was like, "Oh, we're not buying here." And the realtor was like, "Why? All they do is make sure the grass is cut." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They said, "Well, yeah, you pay a maintenance fee, and they cut the grass and they clean the pool, and they take out your trash." I said, "And nothing else?" "Yeah, nothing else." "Okay, cool." That's all my HOA does. And oddly enough, it cost me $25 a month.
You know, I mean, and if it was something like that, you pay like this central location to handle like the trash pickup and because stuff like that. Like I get that. That's you're paying for that. No, I get that. That's
like one of the rules of the HOA is we can't build out. But there's like 9 houses that are built out, and they're all head of the HOA. So that rule's gone bye-bye. They're just like, yeah, we're crossing that off because we all want bigger houses. So they're reasonable.
Yeah.
They don't,
and
they never bitch about my 2 broken down cars out front. So I don't care.
They're like we understand Americans white trash. We get it.
Yeah, well, they know better than to mess with me, but that's for other reasons.
He unleashes his chupacabra.
Have you ever been on Craigslist?
Like, what do you mean on Craigslist? Like to buy something or I've searched
read an ad or
I'll search it for autos sometimes or auto parts or just collectibles, or if I'm looking for like a certain vintage of bourbon around here, that's something I can use as a resource. So yeah.
Well, a Florida man went onto Reddit.
I used to use it more when the prostitution was more of a thing. I'm joking.
Well, oddly enough, this guy, the reason why people went to Craigslist is because they had that not safe for work area where you could get people like,
they had
hey,
escort services. They had massages.
Yeah. Well, this guy, he answered a Craigslist ad so he could be tied up and have sex with a young woman.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he was attacked by a hatchet instead by her and her boyfriend.
Well, that's not
welcome to Florida, everybody.
That wasn't a nice first date. Holy fuck.
So he was expecting to have sex with a young woman, allowing her to tie him up on the beach. And instead, he was attacked. Her and her boyfriend attacked him with a hatchet and stole his wallet.
It sounds like a good making of a horror movie. Something along the lines of Joyride or some shit. Wrong Turn.
The victim suffered multiple cuts after he had agreed to come to the beach with Alana Cagle. I mean, that got me going to her house. I'm like, let's do this.
That should have been flag number 1.
Right?
Wait a second. Her name is Cagle?
Yeah. According to charges advocate, Cagle picked him up between 6 p.m. and 7. She picked him up. Here's a second red flag in her Subaru. Huge red flag.
Hey, I know lots of people who drive Subarus, and not one of them's a hatchet-wielding sicko.
Yeah,
but they were all in Oregon. They were usually like wielding a bowl.
2 people that drive Subarus, sir. Technically 3. There's guys that think they have a race car. That's the There
WRX.
is people in Oregon that are much like you, more high than sober.
Fair.
And then there's lesbian soccer moms.
None of which are all any psychos. Well, okay.
But she drove him to Bicentennial Park, where she parked and they walked to the beach. He said he was getting odd vibes from Kegel, who sat 5 feet from him and then started tying his legs with a yellow piece of rope. The victim said that he did not feel comfortable, so he told Kegel he'd change his mind. At that moment,
so
her
second red
boyfriend
flag
appeared.
is not establishing a safe word.
Right. At that moment, she pulled from behind her back. How did he not see this? A hatchet.
Well, I mean, if it's small enough, you could pocket that. You can hide it under your shirt.
It's Florida, dude. I don't think she was wearing a whole lot. And then her
Maybe
boyfriend
she wore
came
a parka
out
that day just for the murder. Maybe she was wearing her murder parka. You don't know.
The victim told the deputy that he observed Alana with what appeared to be a hatchet as she striked him all over.
Oh, did he live?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Deputies who picked up the victim reported seeing a shirtless man bleeding heavily from one leg and other parts of his body, shouting out and waving at cars on Ocean Shore Boulevard. The victim had multiple cuts to his abdomen, kneecaps, and shin, and a deep cut to his upper left of his back.
This is why I like horror movies. Real life sucks. No, I'm joking.
Right? So her and her boyfriend got arrested shortly after the incident in a traffic stop. And the victim's backpack was found in the vehicle.
Well, apparently they didn't. Did they think they killed him?
I don't think so. I think he got away because I guess he got away far enough where he got into traffic, and they're like, "Let's not chase him into traffic."
Fair, man.
They just kind of got in the Subaru and ran away.
Where you at? Where you at, Hollywood? Come on, Netflix special.
Right? I'm in.
Let's clout this shit up.
So, can we agree that running from the cops is the ultimate game of hide and seek?
I always thought Bigfoot and God were the ultimate hide and seek champions.
Okay.
But
Well, the other what's the I forget what's the.
I guess running from cops would be runners up, depending on how good you are.
Well, a Florida man was running from a deputy who had busted him for drugs during a traffic stop. You'll never guess how the deputy caught him.
Red-handed.
No, he slammed into a telephone pole.
The cop?
No, the guy. He was running. And apparently looked over his shoulder and like, ha, 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 whack.
Oh, please tell me there's video. Please tell me
I
there's
wish
video.
there was.
Oh, man, somebody
I read
foiled
this
that body
article
cam.
and I was like, I need this video. Like,
dude, there's got to be a video of that somewhere. I mean, somebody's got to foil that body cam or dash cam or some shit
or something, because apparently because we've all done it. You know, you walk into a pole, because you're talking to your buddy, you're like, oh shit.
Yes,
This
just
dude
not
was
while actively running
full
from the
on
cops.
Usain Bolt kind of way, dude, and knocked himself out cold.
I guess that's what he gets. That's what he gets.
I find it funny. I wish I had the dash cam or
I wonder
some
what kind
sort
of drugs
cam.
it was.
It did not say. No, it was probably something. And then the last story I have, and then I'm going to turn it over to you after break. Florida man who was arrested used a jet ski for his crime. Guess what his crime is, sir? This is just plain and simple Florida.
On a jet ski?
Yeah, he was on a jet ski.
You got a ticket on a jet ski. using the jet ski on the open road and not in the water?
No, oh, that would have been genius. No, he was creating a wake and trying to knock a fisherman out of his kayak.
What a dick.
I agree. I think he should have been tased.
Oh, man. Too bad
Just
he
to be
didn't
a
slip,
dick.
fall down, and drown himself. I mean, what a
Just
dick.
to be a dick. And I was like, you know what? That is not a man. That is an asshole you see.
I mean, couldn't you like charge him for like attempted assault?
I don't know what they charge him for. It doesn't
Because
say.
I mean, think about it. You're in a kayak, you get flipped over in a fucking wake, man. You don't. I mean, that's fucking drown, man.
To be fair, it's called a kayak, but it's basically a single person fishing boat.
But still,
it's almost like a Zodiac.
I mean, that's
but
got to
for
be
single
some
person.
sort of assault, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
causing bodily harm to someone.
Well, and you know, this
I mean,
guy's
dude should
riding
got
a
more than
decent
just
sized-
a ticket. Hope he was.
I think he should.
assault.
I think he should let that fisherman take that flexible end of the fishing rod and beat it with it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fair
You
enough.
know?
Those ugly sticks.
I
Those
should-
ugly
I should
sticks
be-
got some whip to them.
I'm just saying, I should be a prosecutor.
Oh shit! No. Oh,
There won't be
man.
any problems. We're going to use a fishing rod on your back.
Your punishment is butt stuff. What?
see you in my chambers.
I'm gonna tie you up, and I got a hatchet for you.
Well, that is my stories for this week. When we come back from this next break, as soon as I figure out I don't. I'm trying to find a song here. I'm gonna do some. I'm trying to find something good. You know what? I like this song, and I know you're not a country guy, but I like this song, so I'm
It's
gonna
fine.
play
I
it.
take my headphones off.
That's okay. We're going to be, I can't remember the guy's name. It'll show up on your screen. This is Chevy Silverado, and we will be right back. You'll be back in 2 minutes, 23 seconds.
I'm in my Chevy Silverado, peeling the label off a long neck bottle. Ain't thinking about tomorrow or will follow. I'm just living every moment I borrow in my Chevy. Run fine, but it still ain't driving. Sometimes I enjoy my silence. Cold beer with the moonlight shining. Right here, that's where you'll find it. That's perfect timing. You ain't heard I'm vibing. That's the words I'm trying to use to prove I ain't lying. Just chilling with the window down. You can hear that sound. Crickets in the background. You can feel that now. Just chilling with the window down. You can hear that sound. Crickets in the background. You can feel that now. I'm in my Chevy Silverado, peeling the label off a long neck bottle. Ain't thinking about tomorrow or will follow. I'm just living every moment I borrow in my Chevy. Just recline, unwind in the moonlight or the sunshine. It's your life and I got mine. Cause sometimes all we got's time. Creekside in the tall pines, maybe beachside with the palm skies. Or mountain weather living too cool. On plus leather feeling too smooth. I'm in my Chevy Silverado, peeling the label off a long neck bottle. Ain't thinking about tomorrow or will follow. I'm just living every moment I borrow in my Chevy. I'm in my Chevy Silverado, peeling the label off a long neck bottle. Ain't thinking about tomorrow or will follow. I'm just living every moment I borrow in my Chevy. Just chilling with the window down. You can hear that sound. Crickets in the background. You can feel that now.
There's Derek Wayne Douglas is his name. I could never remember his name. I need to add it on there so I can read it. That was Chevy Silverado. I love that song. It makes me want to go sit in my truck and drink beer.
I walked around the
I'd
house
have-
looking for my phone because I thought I lost it somewhere, and it was sitting right here in front of me the entire time.
I can't tell you how many times. However, one of the funniest videos I've ever seen, this guy sent a text to his wife. You left your phone in the house. Come get it. She reads the text, put the phone in her pocket, and she walks in the front door. Where is it? He's like, where's what?
Good. I've done shit like that. So did you hear about the monkey business in South Carolina?
I heard a snippet.
So there was 40 monkeys that escaped from a research facility. The research facility is named Alpha Genesis in Yemassee on Wednesday night. So this was last week.
That's where we got
However,
Glick. That's where we got Glick from.
It was
Alpha Genesis? Yeah. I ordered it off. It was like you ordered off a Wish, but they called them.
I just thought this was I saw the headline. The first thing I thought it was Planet of the Apes, but the monkeys didn't. The monkeys didn't stray too far. They've caught I think out of the 40, they've caught 30 something. They've all been kind of
my first thought.
Area.
Not to get political, but I was like, oh, here comes the next COVID because of these stupid monkeys. That was my first thought. I was like, this is how they do the next COVID. I'm just saying. That was my conspiracy hack.
Here's a movie reference, but it's a horror movie reference, so you probably won't get it. The simian rat monkey.
Definitely won't get that.
Oh, man. Look it up.
I'll have to look that up. But yeah, my second thought was Planet of the Apes. I was like, is Charlton Heston there? I'm just saying.
So this is like a breeding.
What do you call James Franco?
Right. Sorry, it's a slow news day for me.
It's a slow week.
I know. So this one I just thought was really weird.
Okay.
So 77-year-old slice of Queen Elizabeth II's wedding cake went on sale at auction and sold for $2,800. A 77-year-old.
That's an expensive piece of cake.
That's an expensive moldy piece of cake.
Yeah, that's nasty, dude.
Like I'm looking at a picture of it. It doesn't look good. But apparently, it was originally given to like one of the servers or something like that for a gift during the wedding. And
okay, like here, have a piece of cake. You did a good job.
No, it's like in a gift box. It's all wrapped up. It was presented as a gift. It was part of a auction house. Riemann Danzy announced the piece of cake, part of a 500-pound baked dessert served at the November 20th, 1947 wedding, was auctioned off for $2,800. Yeah. 500-pound fucking cake.
Yeah, but that's to be expected for a royal wedding.
I'm just grossed out by the whole concept of it.
Well, there is that place. There's a place in, I can't remember, somewhere in Europe. I want to say Sweden. It's the last McDonald's in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still a burger sitting on the table. And the burger, it's I can't remember what country it is, but it's the last McDonald's in that country.
Why is it the last one? They shut all the other ones down?
I think they got rid of it for the simple fact that it was unhealthy food.
Oh, okay.
Which is to be expected. But there's it's boarded up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't get in, the doors are locked and stuff. But there is a cheeseburger with one bite out of it, sitting on the table that you can see, and it still looks edible.
Ew, gross. I don't know how I feel about that.
Zero mold. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm past.
I don't know. I did have one more story, and then I have one more news story. Then I have some other stories.
Yeah.
To fill in.
I'm ready.
The penis story gap.
Yeah.
But so this was all right. So are you familiar with the Wiccan movie that's coming out? It's based on that Broadway.
With
witches and shit.
In it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. That's the one. So apparently Mattel had to apologize for misprint on the packaging of the Barbie that they released.
I heard this.
So, and if anybody has this, I don't know what the website is, but I can only guess.
Want it.
It takes you to a pornographic website. So on the packaging, there's a website that would take you to porn.
Well,
So this
basically,
was
I saw TikTok on this, and they showed the website on the TikTok.
Mhm.
Like they didn't show the actual website, but they showed the Mattel box with
Yeah.
the website circled. And I was like,
Yeah.
I need to save this so I can look it up because I want to see what's on the website. But I never did. I forgot.
I think there is a porn production company out there with Wicked in the name.
I think
So
it's
I'm thinking it's
wicked.com,
something like
all
that. I think
capital
it's
letters.
something like that. Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought that was pretty funny.
I when if that goes back to, do you remember Glade spray cans? The aerosol
Yes.
Glade smell?
Mhm.
Apparently, this was like 10, 15 years ago. There was a batch that went out. Apparently, one of the artists got fired. And before he got fired, he drew a representation of his penis in the flowers. Those cans are going for like $500 a can if they're
Oh
empty.
wow. Well, that's like the
like Blade tried to cover it up.
the original Little Mermaid VHS box
I
had
had one.
dildos or dicks. Yeah, had dicks.
Oh,
drawn
the castle was made out of dicks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
When we
remember
first
that
found
whole
that out,
fiasco.
we ran to the my family, my parents my grandmother and my mom used to buy all the Disney movies with that weird plasticky, it's like a blown plastic cover. And when my cousin and I found out about this, we were like, wait a minute, I know we got this movie. And it was dicks. There was dicks there.
Yes.
And
there was. I
apparently
remember
in the original Aladdin movie, when the bee whispers, look, Genie's the bee, and he whispers to Aladdin on the balcony. He whispers something not safe for kids.
I know in The Lion King, when the wind blows the leaves,
The
it's
dust?
supposed to spell out sex.
But it's been disproven because it spells out SFX, which is the production company that taught all the people. Like you'll see on license plates in Pixar movies, something I can't remember. It was like room 13. That was the room where animators went to learn how to draw.
Oh, interesting.
So SFX was the company that animators went to go learn how to animate.
Okay.
I did see that one. That was disproven, but yeah.
So unfortunately, those were my half-assed stories that I have that didn't bring a whole lot of enthusiasm because, like I said, I typed in crazy or shocking or something news, and it was all election shit. So,
this is something that needs to be addressed. Finding some of these stories, it's not easy.
Yes.
I mean, I've gotten to a point where, as I'm scrolling through TikTok, I'm like, save, or I find something on Reddit, save. I have a whole Google sheet of stories.
Well, I'm not used to trying to look up weird and crazy stories, so I don't have a plethora of resources as Jeff do.
Yeah.
So I'll have to pick your brain. But on story notes, I know Glick usually brings you guys penis stories.
Yes.
Do something a little off, a little bit different, but sort of the same concept. So I got this article up. It is 17 nurses reveal the worst thing people got stuck up their penises, vaginas, and butts. So I figured that was about on the same course as Glick's penis stories. So story number one.
Wait, hold on. Disclaimer.
Penis.
Firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it in your hand.
Yes.
The penis.
Penis story, folks.
Firmly grasp your Glickless penis. Anyway, the craziest thing was when a man came in with a Barbie doll stuck. You want to know where this Barbie doll arm was stuck at?
Oh, dude, was it in his dick hole?
So the craziest thing was when a man came in with the Barbie doll's arm stuck in his urethra, aka pee hole. Apparently, he ordered a sex doll off eBay, and when it arrived, it was actually a Barbie doll. He was so angry that he ripped off the doll's arm and shoved it up his penis. He He raged himself. He raged himself with the
I'm
barbie.
assuming it wasn't hand first.
I don't know. That's
Because
funny though.
doesn't
Could you
Barbie
imagine
have
going
her
to the
thumb
doctor? You
out?
got this little hand waving at you from somebody's dick.
Hi, Doc. But because doesn't Barbie have her thumb out?
I just got that picture in my head, man.
Hey, Doc, you want to shake hands?
What happened? I'm waving.
That sounds like a joke I would do with
man.
my wife. Hi, it's waving. Say hi. There,
Hmm.
there. Yeah, that sounds painful. I've never been tempted or thought of, oh, this will feel good.
No.
I don't.
Well,
I don't,
did it. He did it in rage.
Jesus.
That's what's
I've never
fucked
been that
up.
pissed off.
He did it because he was pissed off at the guy who sold it to him because it wasn't.
I
the
would
sex
do it
doll
to
he
the
thought
guy
it
that
was.
sold it to me, but I wouldn't do it to myself.
He did it to himself. I guess he got.
Please
I guess
stop.
he was mad that he got duped. He was mad at himself.
Don't order your sex dolls off of Wish and Temu.
I don't. Off eBay.
There's a reason why they're so cheap. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear about that guy? There was a story a long time ago. Do you remember Reader's Digest?
Mhm.
There was a guy. He put out an ad in Reader's Digest that he created a solar dryer.
A solar dryer.
Yeah, clothes dryer.
Okay.
And he was selling
Oh no.
versions of it. Yeah, you kind of see where it goes. He was selling versions of it for $250. And he got 700 orders. And he sent them all a piece of rope.
Fucking genius.
You know what? I'm not
Fucking
mad at him
genius.
because
So this next story is about a knife. This next story is about a knife.
I do like knives.
I do like knives. A lady came in with the knife still in her vagina. She claimed that an intruder assaulted her, but the area was not bleeding. It was as if the knife was slid into her. She later revealed that she did it to herself to get revenge on her boyfriend.
No pussy for you.
No.
Does this not remind you of Terrifier 3?
Jeff, you're thinking about it wrong. It's no pussy. No, he gets the pussy. Think about that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a bear. It's like a bear trap. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting flashbacks to Terrifier 3. I'm just saying.
But I like how when you heard revenge on the boyfriend, you're like, oh, denying him sex. No, she wasn't denying him sex. So
Wow.
that's pretty gruesome.
I've seen videos of people shoving stuff up different things.
Mm-hmm.
A knife is not my first thought of like, this will feel good. Or this will, I get it was for revenge, but they're sharp and they cut things.
Apparently, she did it in a way that it didn't cut her. Hey, Leggy.
Was that a butter fucking knife?
Glick is not here, so I'm filling in. Instead of doing penis stories, I'm doing stories of things getting stuck in bodily holes.
Oh, I have so many questions for this lady. Oh, my God.
I know, that's pretty fucked up. Yeah.
I can understand handle first.
Yeah.
Because it's handle, but blade? Ooh.
So the next story involves a potato.
Shit, pancakes. Good God.
Shit, pancakes. My grandma was a gynecologist. She once had an older woman come in, and at one point they took x-rays. Apparently the woman had a potato growing in her uterus, inside of her uterus. Yeah.
It's like my grandpa had a buckskin rubber.
That's
get
right.
it,
Hashtag stuffed orifices.
Yeah.
Need that on a shirt.
So, right.
So
did she? I'm assuming she carved said potato into something, inserted it, going, "This is awesome," and then lost it.
I don't know. I mean,
And then
potatoes
never
growing-
mentioned it to anybody.
I don't know how a potato grows inside a uterus.
I don't know how anything grows inside of a body.
I don't know. That's
I'm not a
that's a weird
doctor.
one to me. Yeah.
Go Grant.
Anyway, so number 4 is about a flashlight. So this one's pretty obvious. My adoptive mom, who was a nurse, once had a patient who came in with a flashlight stuck up his butt. He claimed he accidentally fell on it. But he had a history. This guy had a history of falling on objects that way.
Did you really fall on it, sir? I don't think so. I was trying to change the light bulb, but I was naked in case the light bulb exploded and killed me. I didn't want my clothes to catch on fire. And I dropped the flashlight and it landed in a way that when I fell, it disappeared.
Oh, that's right. So when I'm done with all these stories, I have a story from my personal life. I didn't experience it, but I wasn't present, but I was stationed there when it happened, and it did happen within my squadron.
Okay.
So yes.
I have
Okay.
zero experience with sticking anything up anywhere.
I don't either.
I've never been that fascinated. I'm like, yeah, exit only, because I won't get into detail, but if I take a shit, I'm like, yeah, this is not comfortable.
So have you ever gotten drunk and accidentally, or not accidentally, you ever get drunk and decide to stick a crochet needle up your penis? Well, this one guy did.
Not
This
lately.
one guy did. He had to have it surgically removed.
Dude, okay, so
How did it not just
have
pull
you
back
ever
out?
seen a because croquet needle, my grandmother used crochet, crochet, and they have a hook.
Like a fishing, like you stick it in, and
It's almost like a little triangle on it. So he didn't go handle first. He went.
so you can't just pull. Oh shit!
Yeah, it's like a barbed fish hook.
Mm,
Ooh, you dumb fuck. Oh, you know what?
mm.
Yeah, I'd have just cut my dick off and be like, I was assaulted. Like, good God, dude. Oh,
The
I'm gonna have
The
nightmares.
the next story is about a butt plug, a Lego butt plug. A guy tried to make a butt plug out of Lego and duct tape and got it stuck in his ass.
There's some things that you DIY and some things that you don't, Blaze. You don't DIY a butt plug.
Would you 3D print a butt plug though? If you had the
I would as a joke. No
Dude,
joke.
once you get your 3D printer, your 3D printer, you need to make nonsensical nonsense butt plugs.
Oh, I already have it planned. So there's a website called Thangs, THANGS, and they have a not safe for work section.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually like a woman without a top on or something like that. But there are dildos and there are butt plugs on there.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
So I'm going to download
there
one
are.
and put Nonsensical Network on the part that doesn't go in, so people can have our logo on it.
I wish I would have
So-
uploaded some of these pictures, because there's pictures with some of these stories. So here's one.
Yeah,
Number
I
7.
agree with Leggy. Standing on a Lego is bad enough.
Yeah. Well, it was wrapped in duct tape, I would assume.
You know, there's
Because
a
the
lot of
guy
things
did
I've
use
used
duct
duct
tape.
tape for. I've used duct tape
Yeah.
for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Never
What's
thought
up, Chris?
about a sex toy. I'm just saying.
No, not even to repair one. So the next one is
Repair one. It's time to buy a new one, buddy. You got to duct tape it again.
Can't
Hey,
duck-
give me that duct tape,
can't-
Mama. My
you
butt
can't
plug
duck
ain't
it-
working.
If you can't duck it, you can't fuck it.
Mhm. Hey, Mama, hand me that duct tape.
So
I'm gonna make me a butt plug.
my mom always remembers the guy who put a light bulb up his ass. I asked her how they got it out, and her response was with great difficulty.
Actually, this is interesting.
'Cause
Have you ever
once they-
seen Scrubs?
I have. That was a funny show.
So on Scrubs, like I think it was season 3 or something like that, a guy comes in and they do an X-ray because he's feeling pain, and there's a light bulb up his ass. And the only one that could figure out how to get it out was the janitor. Because the top, the widest part of the bulb is the strongest part of the bulb. It's not as simple as just pulling down because it'll just come apart. But dude, a light bulb's pretty big too.
Yeah.
I bet you his colon had a great idea though.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you light a light bulb up in a dark gas, does it really light anything?
That's another thing. Well, there are all sorts of shapes of light bulbs though.
This is true. Yeah,
So
it could have been like a Christmas bulb. It was a Christmas bulb. I can see that.
Christmas bulbs are scary though.
That's almost like a butt plug shape.
Yeah, but those old Christmas bulbs, man, they were delicate as fuck. If you looked at them long, they broke.
This is true.
Oof.
I remember breaking a bunch of them.
I'm so glad I'm not into anal. Because
the next story is called A Giant Dildo. One night, a man came in with the biggest black dildo I had ever seen shoved in his butt. We actually had to follow him around while holding a bucket under his ass. When it was finally removed, his partner asked us to clean it off and said, "We're going to need that back." And then she winked at me.
we're gonna need that back there, Doc. No, have you ever been into an Adam and Eve store?
You know what? I've only seen them online, but I'm living in an area where there's actually a brick and mortar store, Adam and Eve, a couple towns over, and I have been meaning to go.
Every Adam and Eve above the cash register, above the back wall, has one of those big black dildos. It's like this long and like this fucking big around, dude.
Yes.
So I've never seen anybody purchase one, but every time I go in, I giggle. I'm like,
so when I was living in Arizona, is after I got out of the Air Force, I was going to Motorcycle Mechanics Institute. I mean, a couple of buddies went to the porn shop because I was going to go get a blow up sheet as a joke for the class. Right. It was in my old school Harley class. And, but when I was in there, I found that big giant black dildo and I held it up. I was like, "Hey, Mike, check it out. I found your dildo." And man, he was so embarrassed, but, the blow up sheet gag went over well. It was pretty funny. We bounced it around the class like a beach ball. So,
yeah, those places, they got some strange stuff.
I am not going to read the title of this next story. I kind of wanted to come out in the reading.
Understood.
A man came into the ER, blue in the face, looking like he was about to die. They checked all over his body, but couldn't figure out what was wrong. They flipped him over and saw a tail coming out of his butthole. After doing a CT scan, they found a rat inside his rectum. The rat bit off parts of his colon, and the man was suffering from internal bleeding, which is why his face turned blue. Apparently, the man decided to place a condom over the live rat to suffocate it, and then place it up his butt so its breathing would hit his prostate and would feel pleasure. The man made a full recovery, but the poor rat died.
Dude, I'm into weird stuff when it comes to messing around with the ladies. Mm-hmm. That is not one of them. That is not a kink I'm ready to unlock. Like ever.
No.
I
mean, I wouldn't draw the line at a live rat up my butt. I just would have drawn that line a lot before that.
I draw the line with anything up my butt.
Fair enough.
And that has nothing to do with the fact that I'm straight. It's just like, I got nothing for you. There's no reason because I don't know what to do next, like afterwards. So now what?
Well,
I don't know what to say after the situation.
I say, or I continue with the next 8 stories. We go ahead and hit up a break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's
about find another song. I think, and I could be wrong, I don't know the name of the song because Glick has it here as like 00000. But I think it is another one of this. I think this is one of the ladies he interviewed.
Oh, okay.
I honestly don't know because it's 1005200. So we'll be back in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Enjoy.
Noise. I don't want to add to all the noise, all the sad girls and angry boys. I just want to live without all of this. Silence is the enemy, so we live it up. Lie and bluff online, hoping our friends see how happy we are. Can't spend time alone, it makes us think, and then we drink to numb reality. Build a fantasy and live through the screen with noise. I don't want to add to all the noise, all the sad girls and angry boys. I just want to live without all of this noise. I don't want to feel like it's a choice, screaming or losing my voice. I just want to live without all of this noise. Addicted to the scroll, we gotta see who we wanna be to find some kind of happiness. Nothing is enough. We add to the feed, show the best of us, so the rest of us can look up to our lives and the image that we try to pretend like is all there is. Ooh, noise. I don't want to add to all the noise, all the sad girls and angry boys. I just want to live without all of this noise. I don't want to feel like it's a choice, screaming or losing my voice. I just want to live without all of this noise. This noise. I don't want to add to all the noise, all the sad girls and angry boys. I just want to live without all of this noise. I don't want to feel like it's a choice, screaming or losing my voice. I just want to live without all of this noise. This noise.
There it is. That's
Yeah.
I cannot remember her
Good
name. But
song. Good
I
song.
do like that song.
I wasn't a big fan of the video, but I did like the song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
But
You're
we are
welcome.
back. And Helen, if you're still here, I'm still upset with you. You've yet to post a picture of the outfit you finally picked out for graduation. I have not seen it. And I helped pick it out. So I'm kind of pissed. But we are back for the Nonsensical Network. This is What the Fuck News. Don't forget bio.link/nonsensical network, where you can find all links to all our social media. And don't forget to go to nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com and spread us on you with all our merch.
I thought we were going to stop saying that, but yeah, spread
I've
us on.
refused to stop saying it because it's not creepy if I say it. Enough.
It's opposite day.
Sure. It's not creepy if I say it enough and people stop hearing the creepiness. I'm not trying to be creepy. You came up with it. I'm just repeating.
I did. I come up with weird stuff. Don't ever take what I say to heart. So,
Oh, please.
number
One of
10.
the things you started saying we use all the time. Got to make my bladder gladder.
This is true.
So they can't all
You
be
have a
winners,
couple-
though.
I have
can't
a
all be
couple
winners.
one-liners. This is true. So number 10 is titled A Carrot.
Uh-oh.
I work at a gastrointestinal lab at a local hospital. We were doing a colonoscopy on a guy who had a carrot stuck up his butt that his wife put there. We weren't able to remove it. So he had to go into surgery. The colon is curved. People, Don't shove straight, long things up there that aren't flexible. In other words, the
carrots break, dude. Carrots break. That's not.
Yeah. But you know what? Out of all the stories, probably the least shocking out of all of them
would be the carrot
so far. Yeah.
Because that would be like if I was going to use something that I just had laying around, the carrot would be my first choice.
Yeah, it's
because it's like it's convenient. It's there. It's most carrots you buy are not too girthy. They're nice and long, so you got a grip. But
there's a point on it. It's not going to poke you, but help with the insert. And yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. It seems like a starter vegetable.
Baby carrot sounds like a bad idea because you're going to lose that. Just you're going to lose that. You're going to lose a baby carrot.
That's small enough you might just poop it out. So.
With any luck.
With any luck. Going to the bathroom. I hope it hit the jackpot.
Explain that to the plumber. Why is there a carrot stuck in your toilet? Don't ask.
The wife comes out of the freaking kitchen with an empty bag of baby carrots. Where'd all the baby carrots go? In the toilet.
Idea. I don't know. But you don't want any. Okay. I'm telling you.
This next one is labeled a shower head. Again, this one seems pretty not shocking like I would expect it. I once had a guy come in with a shower head up his butt. He had the whole hose trailing behind him like a tail as well.
Whoa, okay, so
that's like driving away from the gas station. even though you're down the road, everybody know you done fucked up.
Well, no, but like let's be honest. Some shower heads are pretty girthy, dude. Yeah. Like my shower head is like 5 inches round.
Maybe he's been practicing.
God bless him.
I don't know. I'm curious to know what setting he had it on.
Pulsate. Gotta be the pulsate. The ladies like the pulsate. Why wouldn't the guys? I'm just saying.
I'm sure the pulsate.
I bet you his asshole's so clean it will whistle. Because he flushed that fucker out. I'm just saying.
Whistling Dixie. Okay, next one, a ballerina figurine. Yeah, I know. I haven't read these. I stopped at like number 5 earlier today. I was like, okay, the rest are just gonna be a surprise.
This is gonna be gold. This is gold.
Yeah. My friend is a nurse in the ER. One time a guy came in and complained that he had something stuck in his urethra. See, I was thinking butt.
I was
too.
He said
it hurt. He said it hurt too bad to take it out. And he ultimately started bleeding from there. Oh shit. It turns out it was a little ballerina figure from a music wind-up jewelry box.
Dude, those aren't small. Yeah, you know what? When you said ballerina figurine, that's exactly what I thought. Is the ones that are on the music boxes. But those things are like that big, and
they're not soft, and
no,
they got jagged edges on it.
They're kind of porcelainy.
Maybe but look how big they are compared to how big a urethra is.
Yeah.
Am I just blessed with a very extra small urethra? Like nothing's ever getting like accidentally
I'm kind of
inside.
Proud that I have a small dick at this point. I'm just saying.
Yeah, my urethra is not blown out on the sides.
I don't need to piss like a fire hose. You know, I just need to piss.
A toy lizard. I once had a patient come in with stomach pains. I took an x-ray of his abdomen and asked what had happened. He told me he didn't know. I hung his x-ray on the light box and saw there was a toy lizard in his rectum.
He doesn't know. I sat on it on accident.
It was his lizard. Yeah, how do you? Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I mean. Nobody's gonna like. Well, some people do. They're not gonna.
Well, the thing is, you got to remember, when people do this, they're not expecting to get found out.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Well, yeah, this is
like,
true.
I'll be able to get it out. Nobody's gonna know. I'm gonna enjoy this, and then when they lose it, they're like, oh shit.
I just, as a person with the penis, I've never ever thought in my entire life, I wonder what it would feel like to shove something up my urethra. That has never came.
No, dude, I won't. I like. I have no desire to do anything except piss and stroke my dick.
Fair.
And not at the same time, by the way.
Fair. So we had a few more. Okay. A bloody cucumber, you say. A patient came in the ER because he had a cucumber stuck in his rectum. Before he decided to come in, he tried to get it out. Guess with what?
Don't tell me you used a knife or a fork.
With a knife. The doctor came out of the room with a very large bloody cucumber. He wrecked his rectum.
You know, the carrot's one thing, but a cucumber, they get girthy, dude. Like, holy shit.
And the urethra stories keep on coming. A prisoner came in with penis issues. Turned out he shoved a piece of floss really far up his urethra just so he could get out of his cell.
I get it. Jail's boring, dude, but ain't that
And you know
boring.
what? It probably wasn't the wax floss either, where it was easy.
No, because prison stuff you get in prison is not good stuff.
Why would you shove that up your PBO? Why?
Like,
Why would
wrap it
you
around your
do
finger
that?
long enough till you lose feeling in your finger. Hey,
I mean, if you really need to get out of your cell, I think there's better ways.
light a fire or something. Jesus.
Oh man. Okay, number 16, a set of tongs.
Oh,
Let's see where this goes. I'm a nurse in an ER. One day, a woman came waddling in with a set of tongs stuck between her legs. She used them to masturbate and insert the tongs into her vagina. The clip that holds the tongs shut opened, and the tongs became hopelessly lodged in her vagina. She had to be taken to the operating room to have them surgically removed and nearly perforated her uterus. Oh my God.
so she was up in there.
Yeah. Soon we'll probably hear more.
There's
of
all
those stories
sorts of
Watch
shapes of
AVs.
song. There's a lot of different sizes of tongs.
Yes, this is true.
So
Like I got a set that's like a small and they're silicone tipped.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, because all the ones I buy here are all metal. They're all stainless steel. So
I don't know. I've seen wooden ones. I've seen plastic ones. I don't know. They didn't get to
they're not meant for that hole. They're meant for picking stuff up, not you.
So we all know that Campbell's soup is good food. However, did you know a woman would put Campbell's beef soup in her vagina because her boyfriend liked to eat from there?
I'm not mad at that.
We
I'm
had
honestly
to
not mad at that at all.
We had to fish out a potato that was lodged in there.
Oh. Okay, so we've all tried the whipped cream thing that we've seen on TV. And
Does he use a spoon?
beef stew sounds good though, dude. I'm not mad at that.
I don't know.
Chunky,
man.
not so much.
Oh, ugh. I think my soul just died inside. So the last story is a story from my when I was stationed at Beale Air Force Base.
Okay.
We had the squadron I was in was a training squadron for the career field I was in. So we had rotations of other ammo troops coming in from other bases for upgrade training. And I was permanent party there during the first two, like during the first month of summer, something like that. Like the first 2 weeks is just like a guard or reserve detachment that comes through.
Right.
Well, so this was a National Guard airman, and apparently he got a mango stuck in his butt.
I don't understand how you do that.
I don't know. Does everybody know what a mango is? If you haven't, if you don't know what a mango is, look up. Apparently, a lot of people don't know what mangoes are. So, yeah. So he was on the second floor of the dormitory. So he had I'll use the word from a story earlier. He had to waddle down the stairs. He knocked on the chief suite, We're talking about an E3 knocking on the door of an E9. His chief.
Ooh.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So the chief drove him to the ER, and the chief, escorted him through the door. And like, I guess the first thing the chief said is like, I am not with him. I'm just dropping him off.
Right, I agree.
Yes. And apparently this guy was married. He was on the phone with his wife and he did this. Of course, he had to have it surgically removed.
Yeah, because mangoes have a giant seed in them.
Yes. So a couple weeks go by. Like I said, this story is all kind of in-house in the ammo squadron. However, rumors spread, stories break out, and wildfire over the base. So a couple of weeks go by, everybody's heard the story. At this time in my life, I was late 20s, and I didn't know what a mango was myself at that time. So me and the wife at the time, ex-wife, we were at the grocery store at the commissary, and we're in the produce section, right? And I see a mango in the plastic package. They had a bunch of mangoes in plastic packages, and I picked one up. I showed it to Tara. I'm like, "That's a mango," because I had already told her the story. Dude, everybody in that produce section had already heard the story, and everybody just fucking started rolling, dude.
By the way, anybody that's asking, mangoes are disgusting. I hate the taste.
Oh, mangoes are delicious, man. What are you talking about?
I don't like
they have to be ripe. They can't be unripe.
Oh no.
They have to be
mangoes, ripe. Mango, you can buy mango here everywhere. Like they sell mangoes on a stick. Mm-hmm. Like they slice them, put them on a stick, and then put chili on it.
Oh yeah. I used to eat them I used to eat them a lot in Guam because we could just pick them from a tree.
Well, they also have like
fruit. They grew great there.
A lot of the candy in Mexico is, oddly enough, it's spicy and mango flavored. It's either mango or tamarindo, which tamarindo literally looks like a turd.
Tagine.
It literally looks like a turd when it comes off the tree. Let me actually show you what I'm talking about. This is tamarindo. And let me save this picture and show you. Tell me this doesn't look like a turd. It's uploading. There it is. That's tamarindo.
Those look like turds.
That's what I just said. Basically,
what like peanuts.
They're a seed. And they grow everywhere, but they like one tamarindo seed will be like 1.5 feet long.
Are they
good? I hate them. Well, you don't actually eat the seeds; they crush them up into almost like a paste. But they're
kind of like hummus.
Yeah, I would say this is like a peeled tamarindo. You can see it's almost like I tell me it doesn't look like a fucking turd, dude. But it kind of does. The inside is mushy.
Oh, okay.
My wife loves them. Well, most everybody here loves them. I hate that. I think it's got a real bitter taste to it. They're gross. But yeah, I'm so glad I've never thought of like, hey, this would be a great idea. Let's shove this up. When it comes to anything, I've never I accidentally fell on my hammer handle, or I say that because I have a hammer sitting here. But like,
oops, I slipped and fell on the shampoo bottle in the shower.
Which would actually somewhat be believable because you're in the shower, soap. Okay, I get it. But the dude falling on the flashlight? Did you really?
No.
And my first thought was, remember when we were watching those old commercials on Nonsense and Chill?
Oh yeah, the Duracell flashlight commercials.
Those big ones. Was it like that, or was it like a mag light?
It was kind of like one of those cheap plastic ones, like old school cheap plastic ones you get for a couple bucks at Walmart. So yeah. And that is the news for tonight.
That is the news that is news. for everybody. We're gonna go ahead and end it here just because I'm tired and it's been a long day, and I know you've had a long day as well. So thanks for everybody watching.
I do want to say one last thing to the lady out there that stopped me and asked me for directions. I hope you made it to where you needed to go. You asked a stoner, and I was confused that you didn't have a smartphone in 2024. So
she pulls out her flip phone. You're like, let me see your phone. I'll send you a pin. What the fuck is this?
At the gas station, she honks her horn to get my attention, and I'm scared the shit out of me. I'm like, what did I do? But
that reminds me, I got one last story for tonight, and I don't know if it's true.
We got time.
So there was a guy. He was a high school basketball coach in his heyday. Now in his 80s. But in his heyday, and I can't remember his name, and because I just you were talking about helping somebody in need.
Yeah.
This guy, he was living in Florida. He was a basketball coach in his heyday. In his 40s and 50s, he was a basketball coach, and he worked extra jobs so that if somebody wanted to play, he would make sure they had the equipment to play.
Yeah.
Right. Well, when he reached his 70s and 80s, of course, he retired, and his wife unfortunately got cancer. So on her cancer regimen, the doctor said, okay, you need to go pick up this new medicine for her. It's waiting for you. It's going to be $400. He's like, okay, that's fine. I got 4 hours. I'm going to stop by the bank. So he stops by the bank, and the bank had a new policy that in order to confirm your identity, you had to have the app, which had like 4 different ways to confirm that it was you. Well, he was an old man, and he only had a flip phone that he shared with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And the bank manager, after 40 minutes, he's like, look, I got a life-saving medicine. I got to get, I just need the $400. I got, 60 grand in this bank. I've been banking here since I'm 20. And the bank manager eventually called security and had him kicked out.
Oh, fuck.
He's sitting outside, and he's basically in tears. And somebody pulls up, and his daughter says, Dad, look at that old man. He looks like he's ready to cry. So Shaq walks over to the guy and says, is everything okay? In Shaq's deep ass voice. And the guy explained what was going on. Mm-hmm. And Shaq said, why don't you come with me? They go in, Shaq basically in the nicest way possible. And, because Shaq is actually a super smart guy.
Mm-hmm. And
he basically said, you guys are a piece of shit. A, I'm moving all my money out of this bank. And B, I'm going to help him move all his money out of this bank if you can't help him today. And the main reason this lady had only been in management for like 2 months, but she was a stickler for the rules, which is why she got up to management. And as she went, she had his account info in front of him. And he's like, he had stacks of papers proving that he's him. He had his VA card. He had his driver's license. He had his insurance card. He had everything. And they basically said no. And he's got stuff from like 1980 sitting there saying, look, this is, when I put this money in, he's got everything, stacks.
Mm-hmm.
And when she pulled up his account, it said, this person has not verified that this is them on our app. So by the time Shaq got there, there was a crowd because it's Shaq, and the news vans were pulling up. Not only did the bank change their policy, the entire senior staff of the entire banking group was fired.
Damn.
And I think, I don't know exactly, but I think the bank has changed hands since then. But I saw that the other day on TikTok, and I was like, that's fucked up.
Huh.
Not to end everything on a down note. But once again, I don't 100% know.
Actually, there is a story, and it sounds similar. It's this Shaq. This is just a little snippet. I'm not going into it. I'll probably will later. Shaq once spent $1 million in just 30 minutes, which led to a much needed wake up call from his bank manager. Some shit. I don't know what that's for.
Oh no,
that's him spending too much money.
No, Shaq actually is the only person in the world. He has the world record for spending more money in any Walmart in a single city.
Oh shit.
But he had just been traded to Miami or whatever, and he got there and all he had was like a duffel bag with his clothes in it. So he went into Walmart the next day and bought TVs. He bought everything all in a single city.
Yeah,
and it was like some crazy amount of money because he bought like 9 TVs and DVD players. He bought a whole bunch of DVDs and he just going down the aisle, just knocking shit into the cart, man.
Well, guys,
it is that time. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for listening. Next, there is no show tomorrow, and so Friday, Nonsense and Chill. We are watching The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We need to.
I dropped another mini review today, guys.
I saw that. That's true. That's on our Tiki Tacky.
I was not nice.
You were not, dude. Like I was like,
anyway,
I don't even want to even remotely look at this movie now.
They can go check it out on Tiki Tacky.
Yeah, go check it out. Go to Tiki Tacky. Check it out. Bio.link/nonsensical network. You can find all our links to all the stuff we do. And so till next time, try not to get in the news because we'll talk about you.
Yes. Or do it so we have something to talk about.
Yeah, better yet, do it but make it funny and make it cool. So that we can have you on the show and then we'll interview about what you did from jail or not. But that'd be fun. I'm just saying. Blaze, I need you to get down to Florida and interview one of our viewers. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for listening. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Bye.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football crashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds a tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so sweet. Urban grooves, rhythm from the street. Nonsensical network, always on repeat.